Yo, what's up, guys? It's Nate. I'm back at it again with another video today. I kind of do a little bit something different. We're gonna go through the full list of every pick in the first round. So we're gonna start off with first of all, the first pick was the Carolina Panthers selected Bryce Young in exchange for the pick from Chicago. Um, Bryce Young was the automatic pick for this. He's the best QB in the draft. I like that the Panthers took this pick. We got the second pick. We got C.J. Stroud, quarterback from Ohio State, going to Houston. Now, when I was watching this, I was thinking, wow, okay, that's a that's a gutsy move. And then the third round comes up, and they said they traded up, and I'm like, yo, what is going on? And so, third round they pick up Will Anderson, which I think is the autumn unanimous best edge player in this draft. He's going to be a generational talent and probably a future Hall of Famer. He's definitely going to help the Texans. Number 4, I got Indianapolis. They picked up Anthony Richardson for the fourth pick. Honestly, I did not think Anthony Richardson was going to be a top 5 pick. But I can see he's a QB with a lot of high upside. He didn't really perform well when he was at Florida, but he was the most athletic quarterback in this draft. So I can see where you go with him, but like last year when the Jets picked up Zach, what was it last year? I can't remember, but when the Jets picked up Zach Wilson, he had nobody. They threw him to the Wolves, put him in a starter, and he absolutely sucked. So Anthony Richardson needs someone to play behind, but they just have nobody. So I like this pick for your future, but you guys gotta have someone to help them. All right, so Seattle gets the number 5 pick from Denver, and they pick Devon Witherspoon, cornerback out of Illinois. This kid is insane. He's an amazing prospect, hard hitting player. Kind of reminds me of a Richard Sherman. No pun intended, but he's just going to be a crazy cornerback for Seattle. Him right next to Tariq Woolen is going to be insane. I like this pick a lot. I thought they were going to go a different route, but they do pick up Devon Witherspoon, and I love this pick. So the Arizona Cardinals, from the Los Angeles Rams through the Detroit Lions, they pick up Paris Johnson Jr. Paris Johnson, he is a super nice tackle from Ohio State. He's a big boy, and he's a really good player. But I don't see why the Cardinals went with a tackle here. You lost J.J. Watt, and I understand getting the best available on the board, but I don't know if I would have went Paris Johnson for the number 6 pick. But I'm not the NFL GM, so I don't know. Number 7, I have Tyree Wilson goes to Las Vegas. I love this pick. He's got some really high upside, and I love this pick for the Raiders. They struggled last time in defensive pressures. You got Max Crosby, you got Chandler Jones. He's going to secure that edge position, and I love this. The defense from the Raiders are going to be scary. Here we got our first questionable pick. At number 8, Atlanta picks Bijan Robinson from Texas. Now, no offense to Bijan, I love his game. Super nice running back, but I don't see why Atlanta picked him at 8. You have Algier that ran really hard for you. So, in all honesty, I give this like a C. I don't think you needed a running back, especially at number 8. But I mean, this is kind of a depleted roster, so I mean, whatever floats their boat. Number 9. Okay, so Chicago trades the number 9 pick to the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Eagles, of course, get Jalen Carter out of Georgia because Philadelphia is just trying to build as many Georgia Bulldogs as they can on their roster. I like this pick for the Eagles, but the Bears just didn't want to take him because he's had so much legal trouble, and he You don't want to pick a guy that has really high upside and then a weekend training camp wise he gets in trouble for something and he has to be dismissed from the team. So I totally understand this, the trade down. But with that being said, we got number 10 Chicago from New Orleans through Philadelphia, and we pick up Darnell Wright, offensive tackle from Tennessee. Now, Darnell Wright's a super good player. He's a super nice tackle. I had him at the number 2 offensive tackle in this draft. Will Anderson said it so himself. He was the best offensive guard, or offensive lineman he's faced this year alone. He gave him like 2 pressures. He had 2 QB pressures and no sacks, and he's insane on like 365 snaps. Maybe even more. I think I got that number wrong, but I love this pick by the Bears. A lot of people were giving us crap about trading down, and letting the Eagles pick up Jalen Carter, but we really needed a offensive tackle to secure our line. So, love this pick. Number 11, Tennessee gets Peter Skoronski. And I don't know, Tennessee's kind of depleted right now. They have a pretty good O-lineman, or they probably have a pretty good O-line. And picking Peter Skoronski at number 11, I think you should have went like with a skill position. Now, number 12, we have Detroit from the Cleveland Browns through the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. And they pick up Jahmyr Gibbs at number 12. This is a reach for me. I watched Jahmyr Gibbs in college. He's a great player. He's got very high upside. His ceiling is Alvin Kamara. And he reminds me of a lot about Alvin Kamara. I mean, his game is very similar to Alvin Kamara, but I still don't see them picking him at 12. You already have David Montgomery. They just traded DeAndre Swift, so I can see that, but I still don't get this pick. I'm sorry. Detroit Lions hate me. I just do not like this pick. Green Bay pick up Lucas Van Ness from Iowa. I love Lucas Van Ness, but the Packers needed to get. I thought they were going to get some weapons in the first round, but they went defense and they got Lucas Van Ness. And I don't love this pick, but I don't necessarily hate this pick. Lucas Van Ness is a super talented edge rusher out of Iowa, and I think he's going to be good for Green Bay. Can't believe I'm saying something good about Green Bay, but I don't know. I like it. Pittsburgh Steelers get Broderick Jones, offensive tackle out of Georgia. Really good offensive tackle. I like this pick for the Steelers. They don't really have a good lineman or a good line, so I like this pick from the Steelers. But the Jets, oh my God, holy reach. They absolutely botched this pick. Number 15 pick, you're picking Will McDonald, edge rusher out of Iowa. I mean, I get it. I don't even get it. I don't get it at all. Never mind, I lied. I don't get it at all. I don't understand why you picked Will McDonald. I really don't. He's not even my top 5 rusher in this class, or top 5 edge player in this class, so I don't understand why you picked him. Number 16, we got the Washington Commanders picking up Emmanuel Forbes. He's an undersized cornerback. He's still a good cornerback, but he's undersized, and I don't see that. I don't understand why they made this. I know they need DBs, but you had Christian Gonzalez sitting there, and you pick Emmanuel Forbes. I think Christian Gonzalez is way better than Emmanuel Forbes. Anyway, so number 17, New England gets an absolute steal in Christian Gonzalez. Didn't think Bill Belichick was going to get a defensive player in the first round, but he did, and Christian Gonzalez is a holy steal. I love Christian Gonzalez's game. He's really nice. Super good player. And then we got another pick that was a really reach. I'm sorry, but the Detroit Lions missed on both times, picking Jahmyr Gibbs and picking Jack Campbell. Jack Campbell, you could have gotten the second or third round, and you reach for him and get it at the first round. So I don't like this pick at all. I'm not really familiar with Jack Campbell's game, but this was a really bad class for linebackers. I don't think you needed him at number 18. Tampa Bay, number 19, gets Kalijah Kancey, defensive tackle out of Pittsburgh. I like Kalijah Kancey. He's a really good player. And Tampa Bay, right next to Vita Vea, this is going to be a great pick. Still, I don't think Baker. I think Baker is their quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think Baker is your best answer. I would have liked Will Levis here, or even another quarterback. But they go Kalijah Kancey. Seattle Seahawks get a amazing steal in Jackson Smith-Njigba from Ohio State. This is an amazing steal at the number 20 pick. Seattle, with DK and Tyler Lockett, they end up locking up that next receiver in Jackson Smith-Njigba, and I love this pick by Seattle. I really do like this pick. And then number 21, the Chargers pick up Quentin Johnston. I absolutely love Quentin Johnston. One thing about Quentin Johnston that does not wow me is he can go up and get the ball. He's a very physical wide receiver. He can go up and get the ball. His speed's really not there, and his route running is really not there. But he does this one move as soon as he catches the ball. He does a little spin move, and he's gone off to the races. So I like Quentin Johnston, but I feel like a lot of people are going to hate me, but I feel like his upside reminds me of Calvin Johnson. Similar body type and similar play style. And I really do like Quentin Johnston. And the Chargers got an absolute steal in Quentin Johnston. And then we got the Baltimore Ravens. They finally give Lamar Jackson, who they just extended, I think during the draft actually, or before the draft, they extended him and they got him weapons. So the number 22 pick is Zay Flowers, wide receiver out of Boston College, and one of the most electrifying players in this draft. I love Zay Flowers. He's a super good human being, super nice human being, and he's an electrifying wide receiver. And this has upgraded the Ravens' offense even more now that they have Odell Beckham Jr. Now, number 20, we got the Minnesota Vikings getting Jordan Addison to pair up with Jay Jettas, and I love this pick. Losing Adam Thielen, Adam Thielen's on the Panthers now, and losing him and picking up Jordan Addison for a replacement is the way to go. I love Jordan Addison. He's really good at USC. He had a couple of drops, but he's a super good electrifying player. Won the Blitnikoff the 2022 season. And I do like Jordan Addison a lot. So we got number 24. We got the New York Giants, and they pick up Deonte Banks, cornerback out of Maryland. I'm not really high on this pick. I mean, could be a good player. I've not seen Deonte Banks play though, and I've not seen really anything on Deonte Banks. So I don't want to call him trash, or I don't want to call him a steal, or I don't call him a reach because I don't know about him. But it's a cornerback. The Giants needed a cornerback, so I like this pick. Buffalo Bills get an absolute steal in Dalton Kincaid, a tight end out of Utah, player that didn't really play football, but tried out, made the team, and he was a basketball player actually, made the team, and he's had an electrifying 2 years for Utah and really upped his draft stock. Number 26, Dallas Cowboys get Mozzie Smith. Now, I feel like Dallas really wanted Dalton Kincaid, and they freaked out and took a defensive tackle out of Michigan, and Mozzie Smith. And I like Mozzie Smith. He's a really good defensive tackle. I have him in my top 5 defensive tackles, of course, behind Kalijah Kancey. And I like this pick from Dallas. I mean, it's not like you went and freaked out and did the same thing as the Jets. You freaked out, and you're like, oh, okay, Mozzie Smith's on the board. Let's get him. I like this. I like this pick a lot. Now, number 27, what the heck are you guys doing in Jacksonville? Why are you guys picking the offensive tackle Anton Harrison out of Oklahoma? I don't get this. Get more weapons for your team. I mean, please, get more weapons for Trevor Lawrence. He needs them. Get more defense. I don't get this, though. I don't get this pick at all. And the Cincinnati Bengals get an absolute steal in Myles Murphy. Edge out of Clemson. Super good player with a lot of high upside. A really great person. And I love this steal. I love this pick by the Bengals. Definitely going to help the pass rush. We have back-to-back steals in the New Orleans Saints from the San Francisco 49ers through Miami and Denver. Pick Brian Bresee, defensive tackle out of Clemson. Both Myles Murphy and Bresee had amazing years, so I love this pick by the Saints, and this is going to help their pass rush even more now. And then we got another steal in Nolan Smith going to the Philadelphia Eagles. Told you guys, they are literally the Georgia Bulldogs. They are creating the Georgia Bulldogs roster. So they get Nolan Smith, edge out of Georgia. He missed a couple of games this season. But he is a really good edge rusher, and he's back and he's healthy, and he's good. And then next one we have Kansas City, and they pick Felix and Adaiki Uzama, edge out of Kansas State. I'm not really familiar with this pick. I'm not at all. So I don't want to say he's a reach, and I don't want to say he's terrible, and I don't want to say he's a steal either, but I don't really know him that well. And I don't think Kansas City needed pass rush. Maybe they did. I'm not sure. I haven't watched a lot of Kansas City games, but that's pretty much round 1. If you guys want me to do round 2, just leave a comment down below. I can do round 2, whatever. If you got round 2 and round 3, I can do that if you want me to. But oh, my bad. This is pretty much just that's pretty much the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, like, comment, subscribe. Hold up. I love you guys. You all are amazing people. God bless, and thank you guys for watching the video. Peace.